Okay. All right. I'm here with Lon Chaney. Boy, oh boy. You know, that is some kind of glare. All right. Here is Lon Chaney's The Wolf Man. And this is episode 4 of Where Was I? There's the reptile. We've got that for sale here at the comic store. Frankenstein's monster. And then another Frankenstein's monster, the Bela Lugosi, I think, from House of Frankenstein. But this is really, really cool. I think it's a really neat likeness of the Lon Chaney um, Wolfman, and it reminds me, not the Wolfman, but just Halloween and getting costumes. It reminds me of a story that I wanted to tell for this week's episode of Where Was I? I don't even think I can fit my head in there. My head is about nearly 24 inches around, and that would be a tight squeeze. All right. When I was a little boy, I wanted to be Batman. I wanted to be Batman for Halloween, and they had sold out of Batman. And my mother drove me around looking for this costume, and all we could find was Batgirl. So I went as Batgirl. That is a 2-minute story. Yeah, you know, I want to tell the repossession story. That's the good story. Although me as Batgirl, you know, that's kind of cute. That would have been 1962 plus 7 years, maybe. So 1969. Pretty progressive, walking around as Batgirl. And I was quite happy because it had that Bat logo on it. But the repossession story, I have 3 days under my belt as a substitute teacher, and I'm very grateful to be back in the classroom. And so this whole COVID thing was kind of a mess, or the pandemic. I was out on Friday the 13th, appropriately enough, with some ladies from the gym. I had been a personal trainer at a local gym in the Carlisle area, and some of my clients, friends, they took me out to celebrate that I had decided to leave training and to go back to the classroom. And so as we were sitting there enjoying a glass of wine, the one woman got a text notification or a phone notification on her phone saying that Governor Wolf had shut down the schools. And so there went my employment, because if they don't have a substitute, or if there are no teachers, no students, then there's no need for teachers. And if they don't have any teachers, then there's not going to be any need for a substitute. So I was on unemployment for a few months, and I just recently contacted an agency and was hired back on, and with a school district in the area, and I'm very happy to be there with them. But I've been juggling some bills and paying all my bills, but the car payment I had let slide. Part of it was because I was concerned about having money in the bank to make all my payments, and then part of it was that I just had a chip on my shoulder with the banking, the organization that I was dealing with, that I am dealing with. I called, I had money in the bank, and I wanted to make a payment, and they said, do you have your account number? And I didn't. I wasn't at home, and I didn't have that information on me, but I had my social security number, and I had my name, and I had my other ways to prove that I was who I said I was, and I'm trying to give them money, so what's the problem? So they ran me through a verification process. Things like, what is your mother's maiden name? I don't know, what is your favorite color? But these are all questions that I should have known the answer to. And I did. How do you not get your mother's maiden name right? But they said that I failed the verification process, and then they wanted to mail me a pin. So at this point, I'm like, are you kidding me? You can't just take my money. And so they were doing it for safety, for my security, the security of my account. Didn't want to get any information, this, that. That was their reasoning. And, security, benefiting the customer, I can understand that. However, it didn't work out well for me. Because I got a little bit of an attitude. I couldn't believe that they made it difficult to give them money. And so when it came time to pay bills, I realized I had to get that PIN. I had to, make a phone call, and then I was going to be dealing with these individuals on the other end of the line who I did not have a good exchange with. And I guess there are other ways that I could have made a payment, but it's just, I find it convenient, or I did find it convenient, to just make the call, give them my information, make the transfer of funds from the bank to their bank. It didn't go like that. And I started getting letters from them because I hadn't been paying it, and I'm a little bit absent-minded, hence, where was I? And so, as a title for this little project or whatever, and so I didn't know about the mail. And then the one day I went out, and just recently, Thursday, I went out and my car was gone. Now the first thing I thought was, well, maybe I parked it in the other block. And so I took a spin around the block, walking to see where my car was. In the back of my mind thinking, oh, they came and got their vehicle because I hadn't been paying my car payments. So I called the police. They said, no, we don't know anything about it. And then I called the banking facility, this credit union, and they said, yep, we took our car back. And they were very pleasant. I spoke with one woman. She was just a champ. If I had talked with her a few months ago, then my attitude wouldn't have been so sour towards this organization. She told me exactly what to do, and so I spent the next few hours walking from my home to the bank, and then to Walmart for a MoneyGram, next door to Staples to fax some information, proof of an identification, and then to Applebee's to have a meal while I waited for the money to be received by the agency that repossessed my vehicle. It cost $1,214 and some change. So $1,200, and then it was like $25 for a Lyft ride in to get the car, and then the woman at the repo agency, she got a laugh. The guy at the car insurance, my car insurance, he got a laugh because the credit union wanted their name on the lease or on the insurance information, so we got it all taken care of, and I had my car, maybe. It went from like 7:30 in the morning when I was looking for my vehicle to maybe 3 or 4 in the afternoon when I got my vehicle. Yeah. Anyway, that's my repossession story. I had the money in the bank. I just didn't make the payment because I was ticked at him. That's the wolf inside me. So the wolf made me think of Batgirl, and the Batgirl story was going to be my substitute story. Because I didn't really want to. I guess you're embarrassed about getting your vehicle repossessed, but it was kind of. I made a lot of people laugh, and I didn't get fired. The agency that I'm working for, they apparently understood, and the organization that I'm employed by right now, they were very kind. The boss is my age, and he seems like a very kind man. So tomorrow's the 4th day on the job, and I'm looking forward to being there and making some money so I can, pay all my bills in a timely fashion. And now that is about 10 minutes. So that's what I wanted to make these things about 10 minutes. And you've suffered long enough.